What's going on, good people? It's your friendly neighborhood Sith Lord, Darth Kimchi. You guys see the thumbnail? Let's do a show on the best weak teams that you should have for offense. So with your progression in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and your climb in Grand Arena, we have to build galactic legends. That's the worst pain in the game. Somebody comment below. I love Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes banter. GLs. You got to build GL tickets, and that is driving me insane. And then I forgot that GLs need so many Zetas, so I'm stuck behind Zetas. So that's the worst thing to build as a galactic legend, all the prerequisites, you guys know what I'm talking about. And then it's super essential that you must build non-galactic legend counters to GLs that need to be full reliced out, mods need to be amazing. So those two things are just not easy to do. And then you gotta build fleet. So take it from me, I'm in Kyber 3, I can get to Kyber 2, I only have 2 galactic legends, I have the worst fleet in all of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes where I'm at. And Grand Arena is not fun. I have to set a super heavy defense because I can't clear my opponent's fleet. So gotta build fleet. That way you can have more fun in Grand Arena. You can take out what your opponent has on the back wall for fleet. So all that right there is just so much work. So to be able to have these weak teams that you're going to use every single Grand Arena, to me, is a must-have. So let's talk about it. You guys comment below if there's a team that's not on here that should be on here. Like I said, I love Star Wars Galaxy Heroes banter. All right, so Enfys Nest, to me, is amazing. I've used her every single Grand Arena to duo, solo, trio. If SLKR is on defense, I can pull Hermit Yoda away from my JKR squad. Give Jedi Masters training to Enfys Nest. So I've used this every Grand Arena to take out Maul. Not Darth Maul, but Maul. Now, where I'm at now, I won't do this anymore because they get insane. Maul's somewhere else with Lord Vader, or they're full blown out R5 and above. But anything R3 and below, their mods aren't crazy. The last minute of the battle, Enfys Nest is one-shotting everyone. Kira Elite, Enfys Nest, I've used Hermit Yoda for that. And then Mon Mothma, very easy. Kira Elite, Enfys Nest, duo. First Order, Kira, Enfys Nest, duo. Old Republic, Enfys Nest, solo. So to be able to use something like this, instead of having to use like low B team, high B team, low A team, depending on your roster, very, very nice. So to make this show, less one has to be, like I said, get in my Discord, copy the mods if you need to. All right, next you've got Hondo. So Hondo, of course, if you're not going for Dr. Alpha, you won't have this yet, but Dr. Alpha is amazing. Hondo's amazing. I have the highest tenacity Hondo in the game at like 199% before L3 and Kira die. When they die, they supercharge Hondo. He has the nastiest basic and special in the game, hitting for over 200,000 damage. Insane. The most fun tune to use in Grand Arena. L3 and Kira have no mods, just that way you stay away from Hondo when the battle opens because of the taunt, and they just get taken away so quickly, supercharging Hondo. All right, so let's talk about some squads. Next is going to be Aura Singh-led Bounty Hunters. To me, is an amazing squad. To me, it's like, I don't want to say like must-have build because these teams are not very hard to build. You see the relic levels, R1, R2, R2. Zam Wessel's R7 just because of Lord Vader. Bosk, I had an R5 before I even built this team because of Houndstooth and Fleet. So great, great team. I've used this every Grand Arena. So when I was climbing up, all Darth Revan, Darth Malak squads. No Malgus lead, all Darth Revan, all Darth Malak because of Zam Wessel Omicron. They can't get fast enough to avoid being beaten by bounty hunters. The Mandalorian will disintegrate Darth Revan and Admiral Raddus. They won't even take a turn. Now, I just did a show on using this squad to beat Admiral Raddus. Max banners. Darth Revan, Darth Malak, if you know what you're doing, max banners because they recover health and protection. So there is, a little bit of turn order to this thing here. You want Bosk to go first. Bosk, his mods are not, I'm not having to like sacrifice these mods, and these are just mods I've had laying around the game. 316 speed, and then you've got Grief Karga at 314. They should be very close together. Bosk first, Grief Karga second. The Mandalorian, because a disciplined bounty hunter, each time the Mandalorian scores a critical hit, he gains 30% turn meter. So when Boss throws out the net, 30% turn meter. When Grief Karga does the mass assist, 30% turn meter. So that's why he does not need to be that fast. If you make him too fast, he could mess up the whole disintegrate. He could go before Grief Karga. It could take you another turn to be able to disintegrate Darth Vader and Darth Malak. 250 speed is all he needs to be. I have that counter down perfectly. Darth Revan, Admireratus never take a turn. They get disintegrated by the Mandalorian. Amazing. So fun to use. Now, as far as like Aura Singh lead, she is the best lead. They trigger the contract so quickly. Like I said, to make the show shorter, it's just more about showing the team. And if you want to talk about it, get in my Discord, DM me, talk to my good people in there. So you see gas here. I have punished people with very slow Rexes. This will make people speed their Rex up. Because of the opening move, Boss goes first, he taunts, and then Grief Karga does the mass assist. Boss goes, throws the net out, and then he triggers a contract. His first turn without assisting is disintegrate. You can disintegrate gas, Darth Revan, Admireratus. I punish people who do not have a fast Rex. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right, next is going to be Imperial Troopers, another amazing team. They beat what they outspeed. I have beaten so many teams with this. I've beaten the Knesset without the Datacron. I have faced that. It was disgusting. But very, very good squad to just beat what they outspeed. If they go first, it's over. You're going to get Max Banners. Max Banner Squad, Max Banner Squad. Both bounty hunters and imps. So, of course, the reason why I have Shore Trooper in there is because I have the Datacron where they get more offense based on their defense. That's why I have Dark Trooper with defense mods. He doesn't even need to be R7. My great buddy Che Trocious does without even like relic Imperial Troopers. I don't think his Dark Trooper is even relicked. So amazing. I've had range trooper in here for so long at like gear 11. I put him at gear 12 just because. But amazing team. This team right here, I have not done like any mod work. It's literally just what I have laying around. Potency, Zelana, ability block. I mean, nothing special, which is so amazing. So, of course, Admiral Piet should be pretty quick. He has a very quick tune. Mine's at like 350 speed, which is not very hard. People have him way faster. But with Veer's lead being at 370 speed, they beat what they outspeed. So many people use them to clean up. I've used them to clean up Lord Vader. People use them to clean up, you know, Jabba. Like I said, comment below, guys, when I do this video. I love to talk Star Wars Galaxy Heroes banter. Another amazing weak team. R3 Veers, R3 Stark. Since I've gotten Sith Eternal, never worked on them again. So amazing. All right, next is going to be Padme with Moff Gideon, called Gidme. I learned this from the Star Wars Galaxy Heroes world, and it's another fun team to use because in your climbing Grand Arena, you'll always see Inquisitors. If you're not seeing them now, you're going to see them. Inquisitors without Reva lead are always on defense. I've beat weak Traya teams. I don't try like full-blown out Traya teams. I've beaten weak Traya teams like, you know, R3 and below. Admiral Radis, because if Moff Gideon goes first, he's going to take away all their turn meter. My Moff Gideon's like 350 speed. Even with Admiral Radis going first, Moff Gideon's going to go second, and it still works. Only tip here is that once you one-shot or two-shot Admiral Radis, you've got to take out Jyn, because she can revive Admiral Radis. So this is like the weakest team that I have. R2's not even relicked. Ayla's just because of Jedi Master Kenobi. Padme is great because of Lord Vader. But come on, there's Cup in here. Look at Cup's stats. Garbage. Speed, health protection, damage. He can one-shot like Seven Sister. He does so much amazing damage because of Moff Gideon, because they're all Galactic Republic support. In your progression in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, you're going to get to a point where you should not be using Padme with Anakin, Ahsoka, and GK. You should break that up because Qui-Gon Jinn is the better team. Anakin belongs with him. So Padme, with all Galactic Republic support, depending on where you are, you have a relic cup, or not relic cup, but a relic R2D2. So to understand this really quickly, Moff Gideon, right here, support allies gain 100% protection up. With Padme lead, they stack. So they're gonna get 20 stacks. And that's very hard to do with just Padme by herself because you need so many debuffs on them. You need to cleanse those debuffs. So they all start off with 20 stacks, just doing massive, massive damage. So like I said, Inquisitors, Treya lead, Admiral Radis. All right, next is you've got Bad Batch. So I just did a show with using Bad Batch to take out Qui-Gon Jinn so easily. Omega is a must. She's got to be in there to give Wrecker Furious at the start of the battle. So I've used this for Qui-Gon Jinn every single Grand Arena because Qui-Gon Jinn's always on defense. And with my climb in Grand Arena, General Grievous was always on defense. If I had to use Wampa somewhere different, Qui-Gon, General Grievous is very easy to beat with Bad Batch. They are max banners. You know, by the time everyone's stunned, when Hunter takes a turn, you're going to pass turn to Echo. Echo's going to call Hunter to assist on General Grievous, and he double hits with his basic. So after that, basically, General Grievous is gone. So, like I said, I don't want to go over too much of the mods, you know, the turn order, what they need to be at. But you guys see the mods, you know, nothing's crazy. Like Echo's not very hard to get him very fast. You know, I've slowed him down. 346 is a very fast tune. But as far as like the mods and their relic levels, they're all R5 just because of Lord Vader. They don't even need to be relicked. But their mods, like I said, there's so much to build, so much to do. So to build these kind of teams that don't require crazy mods, full blown out relics, I have not, Wrecker, not touched his mods in forever. Omega just slapped on whatever I had. Tex, not too hard to get him like 289 speed. Echo, Hunter, just crappy mods. Padme, not blown out mods. I've moved some of her mods on. Look at Ayla, R2, Cup, just slapped on mods. Moff Gideon's not very hard to get into 350 speed. You've got General Veers, haven't worked on the mods. Like I said, Stark. All these teams are not very hard to build at all. And to me, look at it. No mods on L3 or Kira. To me, these are essential for your roster. Like I said, you guys know I love Star Wars Galaxy Heroes banter. There's a team that's not on here that should be on here. Definitely comment below. If you guys enjoyed this video, definitely blast a like button. Make sure you subscribe. And as always, respect the grind and keep on sithing.